Hey guys, what is up? JGigs Gaming here with my first video on the new YouTube channel. It's going to be a Summoners War video. It's going to be the first of many Summoners War videos. I play this game several times a day. Love it. One of my favorite games. I'm going to be making a lot of videos on it. And I wanted to start with a video where I touch on a habit that I know a lot of players have that can be hard to break, especially if no one says it to you and maybe you're not considering it. You're just playing the game, and you're taking the advice that you get in chat, and you're wondering why you can't take that next step. Maybe you're trying to transition from early to mid to late, and you're wondering what it is you need to do. You feel like you just need to pull that monster or something like that, and that is not necessarily the case. It can be this simple fix. It's a simple fix, but it's not something that you might just think of. So that's what I want to touch on. Let's say I'm going to use Veramos as an example here. Let's look at my Veramos stats. About 24,000 HP, 174 speed, 82 accuracy. Those are the three stats that are important to me with Veramos. I would love his speed at 200. HP as high as you can get it. 82% accuracy is pretty solid. I'm okay with 82 for Veramos. Now, when you fuse Veramos, the first thing a lot of people do, understandably so, is go to chat and say, I just got Veramos, how do I rune? And you're going to get answers like Violent Energy, Violent Focus, Violent Nemesis. Some people may tell you Swift, which is not a bad idea, because if you just fuse Veramos, you probably have not had an opportunity to farm a solid Violent set. So, but whatever that first set is you want. I want them on Violent because I want that active effect from Violent. Now, here's the box that I want to tell you how to get out of. Don't be so concerned with that second set. He doesn't have to have a second set. Nobody has to have a second set. So, let's look at this Blade rune. It's a 6-star speed rune. It's got a really good accuracy substat. It's got an HP percentage substat. I would love it to be better, but that's the way the rune rolled. Over here we've got an energy rune that has a solid speed stat and a pretty good and a good accuracy. So I'm getting 31% accuracy from these two runes. If I forced him into focus, I would only be getting 20%, and I may not have runes with the speed substat. So he would take a hit in those stats. So let's say if I was going to force him into focus, for instance, all I've got for there is an accuracy rune, and I might be thinking, well, I want accuracy on him, so that would be great. And then let's see what I've got here. So there's a 5-star speed rune with no sub that benefits me really for Veramos. Another speed rune with no sub. So there. But let's say I was going to force him onto it. So I plug this speed rune on, and I put that accuracy rune on. Well, now I lose 51% HP. I lose this accuracy substat and this HP substat. So my stats shoot way down. So I'm getting that 20% bonus for having the focus set on him, but I'm hurting so much worse. I'm still losing 11% accuracy, assuming those runes don't have accuracy substats. And I'm losing a huge chunk of HP, and I'm losing speed. So all of my stats go down. And ultimately, unless it's an active set, and what I mean by active is it does something. So like Revenge makes you counterattack. Nemesis raises your attack gauge when you take damage. That's an active effect of a rune set. Focus just gives you 20% accuracy. So if I can get better stats with an offset, it doesn't matter. The stats are what matter. And when I say the stats are more important than the rune sets, in certain cases, it sounds like a duh thing to say, but it's really not. It's hard to come to that on your own, especially when the way that you've learned the game is by asking people in chat, how do you do this, what runes, what monsters, and they're just giving you the right answers sometimes. Sometimes chat is not giving you the right answers, but let's say they're giving you the right answers, but they're not the only right answers. Ideally, sure, I would love to have them on Violent Energy or Violent Focus or Violent Nemesis, but I don't have the runes for it. And having that second set completed is not worth the hit I'm going to take in the stats. So, you know, it's important to hit a point where you realize that having that second set completed is not crucial. You know, my Lucian, I'm fortunate enough to have Rage Blade. They could certainly be better, but I'm actually pretty happy with my Lucian right now. Got him over 2,000 attack, crit rate over 70, crit damage 174. My Lucian does okay. When he's got an attack buff, he hits for between 56 and 5,900 per card on Amputation Magic. So I'm doing pretty good damage with my Lucian. I'm happy with it, but I was fortunate enough to have the Rage Blade. Could I achieve these stats without having these 2B Blade runes? Absolutely. All Blade is giving you is a 12% crit rate boost. You get one good rune that has a 15% crit rate, and you've eliminated the need for Blade based on that bonus you get, and you could potentially get better stats. So worry more about making your stats look a certain way than what these green words are over here. You know, Violent, I want my Veramos on Violent, so I made that work. And then the other two, just as long as I get my stats wrong. So, yeah, that's really it. Just what I want you to take away from this video is, unless you need an active effect from a rune set, worry more about the stats than what runes are in the slots. Some monsters can have good stats without completing sets at all. I wanted my Monkey King to revenge when he was attacked also sometimes, so I made sure I plugged in a revenge. But other than that, I just fit in runes that had the stats and the subsets I needed. Now, my Wind Monkey King is not top tier by any stretch, but I did get him over 20,000. His attack's 1,400. I would love it over 2,000, but we'll work on that. Crit damage is okay. Crit rate is low, so he's subpar to average when Monkey King. But if I forced Violent Revenge on him or something like that, he would look a lot worse. So that's what I want you to take away from this video. And like I said, I am going to be making a lot of videos covering a lot of different things in this game. And the reason that I wanted to start making videos is because I watch videos like I watch Claytano and Jude Bagel and Motivational Gamer and YDCB, and I am a huge fan. I literally watch all their videos. I sub to them, and every time they post, I watch it, and I do learn a ton from them. But I do also understand that for players at my level or below my level or even above my level, to look at their accounts and see what they're doing, it can be easy to say, well, that's easy for you to do because you have these resources, you have all these 6-star monsters, and you have all these killer runes, and there can be a disconnect. You know, Claytano is so far above me, so far separated from me, and he's got such good runes that he's able to beat TOA with 3-star monsters, with natural 3 stars. I don't have the runes to even beat Lyrith with these monsters yet. I beat TOA for my first time last month after making some rune changes like these. I stepped out of that box of having to complete a set, and I mean, it drastically changed my game. I can work my way up to Fighter 3 and hold it pretty comfortably in the arena. I beat TOA for the first time last month. I do a lot better in Guild Wars. My dungeon times increased a little bit. I'm starting doing my dungeons faster, so it totally changed my game. But I'm still not capable of doing everything. I can't farm DB10 yet. I can't beat Lyrith, which is driving me crazy. I'm at her, but I can't beat her. So I don't know. I feel like it might be a little easier to relate to my account for some people. Maybe I'll offer some advice in a different way, or a different kind of advice in their offering that will benefit someone. Who knows? But in no way am I trying to dig at them or diss them in any way. I love their videos. I'm a fan of all of them. I think they make great videos and give great advice. But you know, I just kind of want to do it with my own style and an account that's not ridiculously strong, so that maybe it would be easier for you to see what I do and adapt your own account and hit that next level, because ultimately that's what we're all trying to do. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope this was beneficial, and I will be back soon with another one. Like I said, I'm going to just keep them coming. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.